So hi everyone, this is Atya here. So in this particular video, we are actually going to see how we can actually prepare a resume using LaTeX. Okay, and one of the most important thing that why we need to prepare a resume using LaTeX, and it is actually a very good choice because the alignment and the look that you actually get with LaTeX is far more better than any other format or any other means that you can actually get, or if you prepare using your Word or anything. And even if you're going with online platforms like Nova Resume and all, it actually gives you one page resume which is for free, whereas if you need to go with two page or anything, you just need to go with the paid version. And even with Canva also the same thing. It is kind of hectic and it doesn't look very much professional and technical. So here with the LaTeX, the advantage is that it is completely free and you get a very professional and a technical look to your resume, and with a very good alignment also. So how do we actually prepare a resume for a fresher or a beginner using the LaTeX? So the first thing you need to do is you just need to go to Google and type open leaf resume and just click on enter. This is the first link you get. Okay, just open this particular link. Now once you open this link, okay, you can see there are various templates that are available. It is up to you that whichever template you actually need, you can go with. Okay, but what I would actually say is that it is better if you actually go with the template which actually suits the content you have. Okay, that is very important. So I would normally go with this particular template. I'm just taking this for an example because this is the type of the template that I've used to prepare the resume of one of my students. Okay, so I'll just click on this and you get a window like this. Then what you need to do is that you need to click on open template and you get an option like this. Now it is very easy to log in. You just need to click on login with Google. You click on this, and since my account is already linked with this, so it directly gets logged in. Okay, and the next what I'm going to do is that I'm going to log in here as well, because I'll be taking data from the resume that I have already prepared. I'll be opening this resume. This is the resume of one of my students, so it becomes it is actually easy for me to actually copy the data from here and paste it over there, so that uh, I can do this quickly. So this is the template. This is how it actually looks. So on this particular side, on the left hand side, it is known as the code editor window. Here you can see the code is already written. Everything is there. You are not writing any code in this. The only thing that you're going to do is that you're going to insert your data into this particular code editor. That's all you're going to do. You're not particularly going to write any particular code. So first thing what we need to do is that we need to rearrange this resume. Now why is that very important? See, the first thing is the summary is there. Okay, you can give your summary. Second thing is the work experience, but you are a fresher. You don't have any work experience. But whereas if you see here, the education is given below here. So what I will be doing is I'll be making the education come in the second place. So for that what I need to do is that here they've given the section wise breakup. So I'm just going to look for the education section. So here is the education section. I'm just going to cut it, and then I'm going to go to the top where my summary section is there. So beginning of the document is here, title is here, and then experience section is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste this before my experience section. So I'll just paste this, and I'll every time I make any change over here, if I want that change to reflect on my PDF, I'll just be clicking on recompile. Okay, so I just made a mistake. I have pasted it above my summary section. So I just need to again realign it. I'll be just cutting this. Okay, oops, sorry. Here is the summary section. So I'm just going to paste it below this. and then I'll once again click on recompile. It is compiling. Now you can see it is properly aligned. See, and most important thing what you can see is that you are not going to make any change other than giving your data, and you see the alignment it actually has over here. Okay, now I'm pretty much set over here. So now I'm going to make changes, or I'm going to give the data and I'm going to feed the data into this. That is the first thing I'm going to do. So the first thing what I'm going to do here is that I am going to actually make the changes over here. So first thing is summary section. Before summary section, what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to give my name here. So you can see here your document starts from here. You see the title is given here, and from here your document starts. So first I need to change my name. I'm going to give some random name as John Dow. Okay, and I'm going to click on recompile. So the name appears over here. Then what I'm going to do is that if I have a GitHub profile, I just need to give the link to my GitHub profile. If I don't have, no need to worry. Just click percentage over here and recompile it. Okay, how we normally do it in our coding, the same way it will make sure that the entire code is commented and it doesn't appear over here. Now most of you will be having LinkedIn profile. Okay, so try to give the link for your LinkedIn profile. So I'll just be copying the LinkedIn profile link from one of my students' resume that I have recently prepared. This is just to actually show you how it can be done. So I'll just be copying this link. Here is my option to paste the LinkedIn profile link, and then I'll paste this over here. Okay, and then what I need to do is that this particular option for username, I need to change this also, because whatever name I am actually giving here, that is what will actually appear in your resume. So I'm just going to give her name itself as, and then I'm going to recompile it. So you see it is changed now here. Okay, secondly, if I have my own site, I can give the link to my own site here. Okay, otherwise I can also comment this. So I don't have any of my own site, so I will comment this entire section and I'll again make recompile. See, every time if I keep on giving recompile, the changes will be saved. Now once I've done this, I have my website, sorry, I have my email ID. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my mail ID over here. Okay, so I'm just going to type some random mail ID for you to actually look how it will be. Okay, so it'll be like John Dow at gmail.com, and then I'm going to make the same change here what should be there. Okay, so I'm just going to make John. Okay, so this is the change that I have made. I am again going to click on John Dow. So whatever I'm making the change here, it appears same in the PDF file also. And number, you can give whatever number is there for you over here. Okay, and the change will reflect on this. So like 666 777 888, just random number I'm just giving. Okay, show you. So you see here, this actually reflects in your PDF file also. Now the next thing is, how do we start with the summary? Now we are done with the initial thing, giving our name, our profile link and all. Okay, So we are done with this. Next we move on to the summary section. So what we are actually basically going to do over here is that, okay, so I'll be deleting all this thing. Okay, and if you don't have any summary, or if you have written something, okay, you can normally go with the chat gpt, and you can actually type, give me a to. So it'll just give me like this, but the thing is that this is too much, so you can give again and again the prompt. Okay, I'll just give a prompt like make it short and compact. So now it will give me like this. See, like electrical engineering graduate seeking an entry level position in the IT sector, eager to apply my technical skills and passion for innovation to contribute to software development and data analysis projects, committed to continuous learning and making a meaningful impact in a dynamic environment. So it is up to you. You can give in whatever prompt. If you give, it will give you an objective based on that. Okay, so I'll just copy this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste it over here. So I just pasted my summary over here. So same thing gets reflected here also. So now we are done with the summary part. Now similarly, okay, we can go with the education part also. So here what you can do is that first you need to always start with your present education. So if you're in engineering, you just need to give your engineering details. Then you need to go with the your PU, then your 10th. Okay, so if you are a 2025 pass out student, so what you can give here is that, okay, as 2021 to present, P capital. Okay, so just remove this and type it as, sorry, type it as, that is B Tech in electrical and electronics at Reva University. Now what you can do is that we don't have a GPA system, we have a CGPA system. So you can change it to CGPA, like anything you've got. If you've got 8.9 or anything, okay, so you can type that and you can click on recompile. So you see here, it clearly shows that 2021 to present, BTech in Electrical and Electronics Engineering at Reva University, CGPA 8.9. Okay, now similarly, you can go with the other educational backgrounds also, your PUC or anything. So the option is given here. Next, you have the work experience, but I don't have normally the freshers, okay, will not have any work experience. So what you can do here is that you change the work experience and show your projects. Show your projects. Okay, so change this and it gives you in your PDF as projects. Now, why projects is at third? Because see, you are a fresher. Once a person or an employer looks at your resume, he is going to see your summary Then he's going to see your educational qualification, your CGPA, where you're studying, what is your 10th, what is your 12th, and then he will come to your project, because that is what you need to highlight. You need to highlight your project based learning. Okay, practical based learning. That is very important in present market scenario. So we are directly going to throw our projects to the employer. Okay, we are going to tell him, see, this is the project that we have done. Now we have this much of experience in hardware and software. Okay, so that gives you a better opportunity for getting hired. Now how do we start with this project? I'll just show you one scenario of how do we actually start with the project. So here what I've done is, this is the designation. So in place of designation, what I'm going to do is that I am actually going to type my project name. And the best thing actually is that, again, you can make use of your chat gpt. For example, you have done a project on like having a blind stick. Okay, so most of the time the resumes that I've come across is that they directly give a title as uh, blind stick. Okay, so this title is not actually suitable for technical students. Okay, so I can give a command as, so you see, it gives me a very fantastic title like Smart IoT Assistive Navigation System for Visually Impaired. Now this really looks very much technical. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it in my designation area over here. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to recompile. So you see here, Smart IoT enabled. Okay, so I had to do it with the first one. Okay, so let me go back here and I'll paste it over here. So here you see, here your project title is the Smart IoT enabled assistive navigation system for visually impaired. Okay, now the next thing what you need to do is that you need to give the timeline. See, in any resume, the timeline plays a very important role, because you need to give the timeline to highlight how long you have taken to complete the project and the flow in the uh, timeline of your projects. Okay, so how many projects you have done, what is the timeline, in which semester you have done. That gives the assurance to the employer that yes, this student has done projects in almost each and every semester. Okay, and this is the timeline he has taken to complete this project. So that is very important. So it is up to you whatever timeline you want to give. Maybe I'll give Jan 2024 to present. I'll just click on recompile and you see here the date has, the timeline has been changed. Now there's one thing. Next, how do I write about my project? Again, just give a prompt. Give me a short abstract. So I'll just give it. So it gives me a very small abstract. Now this is pretty much sufficient to include in your resume. So I'll just go here in this particular area and I will paste it. Okay, so I'm done with this. I'll again click on recompile. See here, design and developed a cutting edge smart IoT enabled assistive navigation system for visually impaired. Okay, leveraging advanced sensor techniques and IoT connectivity. The system provides real-time environmental feedback to aid safe and independent navigation in various environments. So this is how you actually write for your project. Okay, if you are able to write it on your own, very much good. That is really perfect. Okay, if not, there is no harm in actually taking the help of ChatGPT, because at the end of the day, okay, if you're taking help of something like ChatGPT to get a job, it is far more good. But never use this ChatGPT when you're actually giving any interview or anything. You might get caught. Okay, because if you're giving an interview, it should be purely dependent on your hard work, on your efforts. Okay, but to prepare your resume, you surely can use ChatGPT, and it's nothing wrong. Most of the people, they make use of it. So we are done with projects. Next thing is, I'm going to change this particular title of project to internship. So here is my section on projects again. I'll make a small change as internship, and I'll click on recompile. See, now there has been a change in the main PDF as internship. Now what I need to do is that, see, now if you give the title of your internship and then give it a description, very good. But if you're not going to give any description about your internship, it's not wrong. But what I would say is that it is better to give the description about your project and just to mention the title of your internship, because that gives you the opportunity to speak or to explain the employer about your internship. Okay, that is where you gain some time and you can explain your full potential in your internship. Okay, because project, whatever you're giving the detail, he will not be knowing, or he or she will be not be knowing, because it's the project done by you. Okay, so you can explain it. Okay, but in the internship also, if you give the data, it becomes much more transparent. So you need not make your resume much more transparent. You need to have some bargaining chip with yourself, so that you have the opportunity with you to speak there. So what I would suggest is that, don't give the complete detail about your internship, just go with the title of your internship. Okay, so now what you can do is that, so here is the some project thing. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make a change here. So for example, you have done your internship at KPTCL. Okay, so you just type what is the work that you have done in the KPTCL, like transformer oil testing. Put a comma, then put it as KPTCL. Okay, then what you can do is that, here they have given link for demo and all, but you are not really going with any particular link, so you can delete this, and you can give on recompile. So you see here, transformer oil testing comma KPTCL. Okay, now the other thing that you have is that you can give the timeline for your uh, this thing, what you call, your project, your internship. So what you can do here is that, okay, somewhere here in the project section, you had given the timeline, see, like this. So what you can do is that you just copy this same timeline, I'm just giving an example, and you paste it here, and you just click on recompile once again. So it will give you the timeline, so from which period to which period you had done your internship, and no need to give any of these things. So what you can do is that you can completely remove this and click on recompile. So you'll just have transformer oil testing comma KPTCL and the duration uh, from which period you had done this. So this is with the internship. Next, what you can do is that, in place of publication, what you can do is you can include your achievements. So I'm just going to make it as achievements. achievements, and I'm going to click on recompile. So I have my achievements title over here. Now, this particular format over here is mainly for the paper publication with the citations, bibliography, and all. So I actually don't need this. I'm going to delete it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my internship section. Okay, and I'm going to copy this from here. And I'm going to come to my achievement section over here. Now here I can make any change if I want. So you can type like for example chair IEEE Bangalore section. So this is one of your achievements. Oops, I think there has been some mistake. Have to comment this, and again we'll try this. So these types of errors do happen. Okay, so now it's perfect. You see chair IEEE Bangalore section and the timeline over here. So this is more than sufficient. Okay, so this is how you actually prepare your resume one after the other. But you see, other than giving the data as the input over here, you're not going to do anything. You just see the alignment how it has come. Okay, I'll just download this PDF copy and I'll show you how it really looks. You see here, I've zoomed it and you see what is the quality here. This is what is actually expected in a professional and a technical resume from an engineering student. Okay, so see here the alignment you see, and you see the font, each and everything same. So this is how actually a resume should look like. That is why normally it is good to go with the latex. And another advantage with going with the latex is that whatever changes you're making, once you're done with your resume, this will be there in your profile lifelong. Now tomorrow if you have any other company coming in, if you need to make the changes, no need to worry, just open your OpenLeaf account, make small changes, download the PDF and upload it for the company. That's more than sufficient. Rather than making the changes in the Word copy and converting it into the PDF where the alignment again gets disturbed. So to avoid all these problems, it is better to go with the latex. Now we are done with the achievements. Now we have your skill section. Okay. So normally what I've seen is that in the skill section most of the students, they normally add their technical and soft skills together. Now what I mean by technical skills is that like you are good in C, you're good in C++, Java, you're good in using different softwares like AutoCAD, Revit. Okay, so these are your technical skills. But students normally what they do is they also include leadership qualities, strategies, okay, event management, okay, all this together, multitasking also under the skill section. So it is always good to differentiate the skill section as technical skill and then your communication or soft skills. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make change here as technical skills, and then I'm going to make here change as a soft skills, and then I'm going to click on recompile. So you see here, now I have an option here as technical skills and soft skills. So what I can do is that I can give this a colon here, can give this a colon here, and I can again recompile. Okay, so now what I can do is that here I can give my whatever technical skills I have, I'll just give small example like C, then C++. So you see here C, C++. And now the thing is that these are not just the things that you want to add in your resume. Okay. For example, you want to add uh, your, for example, your hobbies into this. So what do we do? Very much easy. No need to worry. Okay. You just need to copy this section. Okay. Again, paste it over here. Okay. And you give this option as for example as hobbies, and you click on recompile, you get another section like hobbies. Now what you can do here is that you need to make small changes over here. So what you can basically do is that, okay, so I'll just give as dance. Okay, and then sorry, whenever you want to go to the next line you need to give one slash. Okay, then enter. Okay, I'll just give reading, and then I'll give as chess. Again, I'll just give double slash. I'll delete this, and let us recompile and see how it really looks. So all of them, they have come in the same line. I'll again, once again, I'll give it as double slash and see. Yeah, now you see dance, reading, and chess, all of them one after the other. So this is how you actually make your resume using LaTeX, and this is the resume of one of my students. Okay, that I had recently prepared. I will download this in the PDF format. Okay, and I'll show you how it really looks. So you can see how aesthetic the resume looks. Okay, if I click on her mail ID, okay, so actually if I had an software, Outlook software, it will give me an option to mail. And if I click on her if I sorry yeah, if I click on her LinkedIn profile, it takes me to her LinkedIn profile, and the education, everything is properly aligned over here. Academic projects, and then internships, her achievements, technical and soft skills, and then hobbies, and then the languages. So this is how you prepare your resume using the LaTeX. And once you're done with this, what you can actually do here is that you can save this particular resume in whatever name you want. And if you go to this particular tab of home, all your work will be saved here. Okay, so whenever you want to access it, if you click on it, okay, so it will open the window, and any changes you want to make, you can make the changes once again. So this is how you can make your resume using LaTeX. It is not limited to this particular template. It is up to you. Whichever template you want to use, you can actually use. Okay, and the only advantage is that the alignment and the look that actually you get in your resume using the LaTeX is far more better than any other template or any other means that you'll be using to prepare your project. Normally nowadays, if you see, any student normally will use a LaTeX because of these advantages that he has. Over a period of time, if you actually give a prompt in the chat GPT, you can get various other options of actually making a particular letter italic, or if you want to go with the change of color, those things also you can do. But I would say you limit the colors in your resume. Okay, you're not making any pamphlet for distribution. You're making a technical resume. You are an engineer. Your resume should look technical, and the content should actually speak. That is very important. If your resume is aesthetic, it looks in a proper format, and it has a good content, okay, no matter any other resume is there, your resume will be selected. Interviewer will go through your resume because you are basically a fresher. And normally when you are into your second round or into the third round, that is where when the technical interview is there, your resume will be asked for. And in a very rare cases, in the initial stage, they ask for your resumes, but they will go through your resumes, okay. So trust me, this is the best way to actually make your resumes. Okay, so this was the video on actually making your resumes using LaTeX. I hope you actually make your resumes using LaTeX. And if you have any doubts or anything, you are free to contact me. Okay, thank you.